Okay, y'all, so this Alexis Patterson situation has caused a lot of controversy all over Facebook and all over TikTok. Interestingly enough, I don't see it being reported a lot on Instagram on places like the Shade Room or none of that. But this is Toshunique's biological mother. I put pictures of them side by side, y'all. I went and did some digging. I found her mother, and I just need y'all to tell me what y'all see.
It's 20 years since a 7-year-old girl disappeared on her way to school.
Yeah, who took Alexis Patterson, where and why are still open questions to Milwaukee investigators. The Sheriff's Department is offering $10,000 to anyone who can provide information on just what happened to her. So here is what we do know. Alexis was a first grader at High Mount Elementary School. Her stepfather told police he walked her to school and saw her cross the street, but then teachers said she never made it in. Police never found definitive proof that he was involved in her disappearance. Monday morning, the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office will place a wreath outside the elementary school in her memory.
Do you think about her as you're looking for Alexis?
Oh, definitely, because if it can happen to this family, it could happen to any family.
Her name is Lena Ramirez. That's who she was with. I don't know why they're lying, saying that they were. But she did make some that's why she deleted that post, because she wrote that she went to the store with Lena and then came home and cooked dinner. But did you just go to the store? You stayed with her.
So that person who was just talking in the live, that is Makita, who is Alexis Patterson's stepsister. But blood couldn't make them no closer, okay? Blood could not make them any closer. They grew up as sisters. The only reason why I mentioned that they are stepsisters is so people can stop asking her to take a DNA test. Now, what she just mentioned is Ayanna Patterson, who is Alexis' mom, was allegedly with this lady. Allegedly, she was with this lady, Lena, the morning that Alexis Patterson went missing. Not only that, there are multiple witnesses who say that Alexis was seen talking on the playground to a woman who looked similar to Lena, but it was never investigated. Lena is Ayanna Patterson's good friend, and I'm also hearing allegedly that they share a baby daddy.
So I don't know. That's the thing. The beating Alexis till she didn't get up is what they're saying is how she unalived my sister. So I don't know. I wouldn't have been there for that. That day when she beat my sister till my sister was too tired to walk. I know that. And my sister walked and came and sat in my lap until she fell asleep crying. And she soaked my shirt like I had been swimming. Nobody never soaked my shirt in tears the way Alexis soaked my shirt in tears that night, that evening, I'll say. Soaked. She cried so bad, I was crying with her, okay? I don't have to lie about this. I cried for my sister and with her because she was crying, saying, she don't love me, she hate me, I don't know why she don't love me. And I was like, I love you, sister. And she was like, I love you, sister. She just kept saying, I love you so much, sister. That's what we were sitting there saying to each other, holding each other. And I was just wiping her tears while she cried. I'm like, don't cry, Alexis. I could cry again thinking about it. Because she did this. She really did do this to my sister. Y'all never seen nobody get beat like this. That was one of the most horrendous beatings of a child that I ever witnessed in my entire life. And it traumatized me for the rest of my life, seeing something like that. I never seen hate and fury on an innocent child. I don't have to lie about this. It's one of the worst things I've ever had to deal with. This has been on my conscience my entire life, even when I was a child. It's just like, God, how do I get this out without causing harm to myself and without people thinking that I'm lying? And she's always been so easy to manipulate. It's always been so easy for her to manipulate other people and get them to believe what she wants them to believe. She's always had that effect on people. She had that effect on me when I first met her. I thought she was so sweet. I loved Ayanna. I used to really adore her. I thought she was so pretty when I was little. I used to think everything she did was just so pretty. I wanted to know how to do it like her. Like, this is not a woman that I just hated my whole life and now I have a vendetta against her. I actually loved her and watched her change into this, and it terrified me. Like, I'm trying to be strong for my sister, but y'all, this is for real. This is my life that I'm dealing with. And then to go through the lengths that she goes through to try to be so evil towards me when I've done nothing but love her and her child, my sister. I never been purposely disrespectful towards her, nothing. I treated her with so much respect. She was my dad's wife. This ain't no joke for me. This ain't no game. This somebody that my daddy was my best friend. So to see him allow somebody into his personal space the way he allowed into her personal space, and I had to share that space with her, and then to see how she turned it into something so ugly and so evil. You don't turn genuine, true love into something as evil as she has turned this into. She said, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And that's it. That's all I got. And God was like, don't you never think my word gonna come back to you void, because it ain't. But it's all gonna be in my time. And God also showed me in this how I'm not controlling anything. And the timing for God has to be perfect, because certain things do need to be set in place. The world do need to see the truth about certain things before I was able to come forward with certain evidences for it to make sense. Because it was so easy for her to try to debunk everything I was saying before, because certain details hadn't been released yet and she wasn't doing and saying certain things, but now she is. I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know where my sister is. I really don't know what happened to her. I don't know who to believe is what. I just know that some investigating needs to be done. I could be wrong about Joella Reeves. I'm not telling y'all that I 100% know. I just told y'all what an investigator told me. More than one investigator has said the same thing about that case. And then that case actually did make it to Milwaukee. There are news articles written up on Joella. I didn't just pull Joella out of my ass. It came up. It became a concern to people who loved Alexis. It became a concern to her family members. So I'm not often being concerned about it. And everybody's also been wondering why her mother isn't as concerned as we are when grandma.
So y'all heard what Alexis' sister had to say. There's a lot more footage where that came from. So I'm definitely going to have to do a part 2 and 3. TikTok is running crazy with this theory that this woman named Toshunique is Alexis Patterson, but I do not believe that, and I have proof. A lot of y'all are saying that Toshunique looks like Ayanna Patterson, who is Alexis Patterson's mom. So the top left, we got Toshunique. To the right is her biological mom. Bottom left, Toshunique. Bottom right, Ayanna Patterson. Are y'all really, really, truly gonna tell me after seeing these pictures that you think Toshunique looks more like Ayanna than her biological mother? Do y'all really, truly, truly believe that? I had to go and do some digging to find these pictures, y'all. But when I tell you, she looks like Tasha. Tasha is Toshunique's biological mom. Now, I do agree that Toshunique has a lot of similar features as the Patterson family. But what y'all gotta realize is the Holman family has those features too. Right here is a picture of Toshunique's mom, and I believe that that's her grandma in the background. If you zoom in, you see her grandma. Her grandma has that same nose. Now, here's a picture of Toshunique's aunt. I feel like her aunt got the same features as well. When you look at 23andMe, all of Toshunique's family members pop up, y'all. That's how I found these people. And when you go find their Facebook pages, they look just like Toshunique, the whole family. Both families have a lot of the same features. They got that nose. That nose is what everybody keeps focusing on, and I get it. But these people are from the same city. And a lot of times, people from the same city be looking alike. Tell me I'm lying. I don't deny that Toshunique looks like Alexis Patterson and her mom. She do. But if y'all gonna sit up here and tell me that she look more like Ayanna than she do her own mama, Tasha, you lying. I still do not think that Toshunique is Alexis Patterson. But what I do think is that on a spiritual level, she's trying to talk to us. Now, the stepsister has come out because she has a lot to say regarding this case.
Her name is Lena Ramirez. That's who she was with. I don't know why they're lying, saying that they... Well, she did make some... That's why she deleted that post, because she wrote that she went to the store with Lena and then came home and cooked dinner. But did you just go to the store? You stayed with her.
So I went and found Lena Ramirez. Now, the person who was just talking, that was Alexis Patterson's sister. Technically, that's her stepsister, but blood couldn't make them no closer. So y'all can stop asking her why she won't get a DNA test. She didn't get a DNA test because they're not blood related. But Lena Ramirez, allegedly, this is a Lena Ramirez, y'all, because it hasn't been confirmed. But according to my search, this is Lena Ramirez, and she is really good friends with Ayanna Patterson, who was the mom. And supposedly she was with her the day that Alexis went missing. So the stepsister is telling us we need to look into that. The FBI needs to look into that, and they need to be questioning Lena. A lot of people have pointed out that Toshunique could be a spiritual realm. Alexis could be using her to get her story out there. And I feel like that's more than likely what's happening. In my opinion, I feel like she's being used as a vessel. And it's not in the literal sense that she's actually Alexis Patterson. She even said it herself. Okay, y'all can look at these text messages.